Hi, this is Tennille King. We have Complete Studio Manager for Bento open, and this video is going to walk you through marketing campaigns and projects so that you can see how to use these forms and track any marketing campaigns or projects that you want to keep yourself organized with. First, when we're looking at marketing campaigns, you want to give the campaign a name. We'll use an example that I'd mentioned in a previous tutorial video. I have my TK Seniors model program. And that is a big marketing campaign for me. And here you want to choose what type of campaign it is. Well, for me, it is more of a referral program because I'm trying to get my models to refer people to me. And right now, this campaign is not done. In fact, for me, it's just starting up this time of year. So I can't decide whether it was a success or a failure yet because it wasn't completed. And I know failure sounds so negative, but if you get enough of these marketing campaigns in your database, you're really going to want to know which ones were helpful and which ones you probably wouldn't bother again with. So that's why I've included that option. I start my senior model program in January. So we'll say January 16th is when I started accepting applications. And my senior model program ends September 30th. Now, I've already chosen my models and such by them, but that's the last date that they can get referrals and awards for the program. So we'll just choose that. And, next year, I might want to put, just to clarify so that I know, I might want to put 2012 TK Seniors Model Program because each year I can add a new marketing campaign to track for each specific year. And the campaign details, you can write whatever details you want to keep track of. I could put, what the terms of the program are, and I could list all of that. I could put what their rewards would be, and all the details that I'd want to keep track of. If you have text somewhere on a website, you can copy and paste that text into your campaign details. This is just basically for storing it for future reference and for your own reference. Related contacts, this would be great to enter all of your senior models as a contact. I know I text my models a lot, so they're usually in my contacts anyway. And I would choose from the address book library which one of these were senior models, and these are from previous tutorials, but you could really just pick whatever name and save it. And I'm probably going to have lots of models, so you would just go back in, you can save it, or you can go in and you can click multiple at a time, so you can decide how many or all. So because these 4 in here, let's just say I have 4 models right now. Here are my 4 contacts that are related to this model program. You could also choose, if you wanted to attach those models' parents, not just the models themselves, but also their parents as related contacts, and that would show up. That way, when you go to the parents' address book, we see here Mike Miller, whether Mike's a parent or whether Mike's a senior, it's showing me that Mike came from the model program campaign. So that's linking that for us there. Any tasks that are related to this campaign. So when I was entering tasks here, I was designing a piece for my senior models. At the time, I didn't have any marketing campaigns entered, but now I do, tying that to it. So when I go back to my marketing campaigns, now any tasks that I've created, it's going to show it here that all my tasks for this marketing campaign are linked here. This again is all about just keeping yourself organized and analyzing yourself. If I have any expenses, I can choose to enter them here. Let's say I was ordering cards and the cost was $150 and they were press printed referral cards. And then I'm going to order a proof book, and I ordered some just small little proof books that were $300. And at the bottom, I can say just little spiral bound or hardbound books, really whatever you want to do. But what I want you to see here, at the bottom you have a summary row, and it's telling me the cost of this marketing campaign to date is $450. I chose the sum. You can choose count, will tell you you had 2 expenses. Average would tell you what the average expense of this campaign is. So those are the main ones that I would use, but I like to see what's the total expense for this marketing campaign. If you have any related appointments, you can go to the iCal events library, excuse some of those personal events that I already have in there, and you can add any appointment to it from here, or when you're entering the iCal event, at that time you can also link it to a marketing campaign. And again, as always, you have an area to add some notes if you like. Great way to track what you have going on with marketing. I wish more people would be more organized to do this. If you know something's successful, you're going to do it again. If it was a failure, why was it a failure? Let's change it. You can link your contacts to these campaigns so you remember who came from where and who you were working with on them. Next year, when I do my model program, what expenses, what did it cost me to do this marketing campaign? Do I want to spend more or less? I can really evaluate that information here. How much work was involved? How many tasks did I have to do? Did I have to have any meetings to run this marketing campaign? So just use your mind and how you think about business and how you want to be able to look back and learn from a previous marketing campaign that you might have entered, or keep track of something that you're currently working on. The other library we'll look at in this video is projects. And for me, a project is anything I'm doing that's not marketing related. Maybe I have a project where I want to update my studio samples. So we'll do update studio samples and pick whatever you want for the start date. I'll start that one next week. And I would like to have it due 2 weeks later. It can be whatever you want. So I need to choose which type of product. And again, whenever I have choices, you can choose what I've put in place in the template, or you can edit those fields to add, delete, change, whatever you like. In a sense, this is really up to you. I would personally call this an administrative project for me, because to me it's for the studio or for the office. Samples can be marketing related for sure. I usually make those a little bit more specific, but let's just go ahead and call this, I don't know, for clients. Marketing, whatever. You see, it's totally your call. The project is not complete. What are the details of this project? I need to update framed storyboards. I need to get new press printed card samples. I would like to update my album and book samples, and I'd like to get a new canvas wrap display. Whatever you want your details to be, you add that in there. You can add any contacts that might be related. In this case, it's not about other people, unless I want to relate it to the vendors that I might be using for those things. You can do that up to you. Tasks, these might even be some of my tasks. A task could very well be design storyboard template. I need to have that task in there. So then when I go back to my iCal tasks, that will be entered as a task for me to do. If I had any appointments, maybe I am going to meet in person with the framing company. I would be setting up the appointment to meet with the framer. Well, then I would need to go into my events. I have so many in there that maybe if I do a search for framer, there we go. Meet with the framer. Need to pick out the date, choose when it is, what time it is, where it is, which calendar I want it to go to. I just want you to see that everything is all tied in and links together. So you can choose to relate it to an appointment, and then you can also keep notes. Keep in mind, with marketing campaigns and projects, this is mainly about keeping you organized and on task. And in addition, it is about tracking things that you've done in the past to see how you might want to do them differently in the future. And with all of these campaigns or projects, you can tie them in to other contacts and tasks and appointments to just keep them connected or linked to each other if you feel that's necessary. And you're all set.